this group question. In our last session, as you heard, we asked our coaches, what's the best advice that they've received throughout their coaching career? So on the flip side of that, what's a piece of advice that you'd give to someone who's looking to get into coaching your sport at the collegiate level? And we'll start with Coach Williams.
Oh, geez, I would say make sure that you're getting into it for them and not for yourself. Um, and maybe it's just a track and field thing. We have kind of big egos, and because everything we do is very just, power based. It's racing, it's jumping, it's throwing, it's everything you've been doing since you were a child, and proving that you were better than the next person. So I think that's kind of the foundation that's kind of within track and field coaches. At least I can say that much. But anyone who's trying to get into whatever sport they are deciding to go ahead and coach, I would say to make sure that you're putting your ego aside, and making sure you're making it about them. If you make it about those student athletes, then I think that will make you a fantastic coach. You'll know what to do with them physically, you'll know how to deal with them mentally, and how to help them get through whatever they're getting through, by putting them first and kind of keeping them, at the center of everything that you're doing. So I would say just make sure yes, you are the head and you're trying to make them better, but make sure that in everything that you're doing, you're making it about those kids first.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Coach Williams. How about you, Coach Moore?
I'll say this. I guess with my sport, I would just tell anybody that was looking to be a wrestling coach that be prepared to continue to work out almost like you did in college, and you have to be in shape and be ready to, show some of the young guys up in the room once in a while. But in general, I guess I would tell anybody that wanted to get into collegiate coaching to kind of sit down with, multiple coaches, wrestling coaches, and find out what really goes into the coaching aspect. And a lot of people think they want to be coaches and they think it's their dream job, but a lot of those kids in high school or college think that it's kind of just being in the room or on the field, teaching kids and going to the games and enjoying all the excitement. But as we know, as coaches, there's so much more that goes into it. You have to wear many different hats, from coaching to the nutrition side, to the weightlifting side, to planning, budgeting, a lot of great stuff, and which is great. I think it's important that kids know that they're going to be learning a lot of different skills as a coach, and skills that will help them the rest of their lives. So yeah, just kind of like do some job shadowing, just like any other job, and that's something you really see yourself doing long term.
Great. Thank you, Coach. And finally, Coach Voss, how about you?
Yeah, I received this advice when I was 21 years old, and it's, if your players are not doing what you want, look in the mirror. And basically what it means is that rather than get upset at your players, find a new way to get through to your players so that they're doing what you want them to. Rather than blame them, find a way. And I just think it's so true in coaching, but it's also true in life, and other things, other endeavors that we do, that there's ways to get through to other people. Everyone learns differently. Everyone sees things differently. And as a coach or mentor or whatever it is, it's your job to find ways to get through to different people.
Awesome. Well, thank you, coaches, for sharing that. And if we have any future coaches on the call tonight, I'm sure they appreciate it as well. Now let's dive into the individual questions. First one up is Coach Williams. Coach, just like my question with Coach Riggs in the last group. So last year was your first year as head coach at Cleveland State. Now, although it was a shortened season, what are you most excited about continuing this upcoming year?
Gosh, I just feel like there was so much unfinished business last year. With the progress that those girls made. I should say young women made just during the indoor season. It was awesome to see kind of even in my, short period of time of, being, at Cleveland State, just seeing everything that we were able to accomplish, those girls, getting those plaques and those trophies or getting on the podium. It was awesome to see. So I'm just looking forward to really feeling like I'm here from the beginning. I'm really getting in at the foundation of it all, and now being able to, really see what I can build, within these young women from the ground up, and hopefully kind of, finish, what we started, with some of them. The program's still so young and new, and so it's just been great to kind of see the growth. And I think this year will also help me see what lies ahead in the future for the track and field program as well.
That's great. Well, I know we are all excited to see what lies ahead in the future for your program, Coach. And moving along now to the next question we have. This is for you, Coach Moore, and it's a fan question. So this past season was your first as an associate member of the Mid-American Conference, aka MACtion. How was that experience for you, and what opportunities does this new conference present for your program going forward?
Yeah, I mean, overall, it was a great experience. We were in the EWL for the longest time, and just joining a new conference and, seeing different competition, and for the most part, better competition, which we thought really prepared us for the end of the year at the MAC championships, which we wrestled the best and competed the best that we had all year. So I guess the advantages would be the level of competition, seeing better kids, seeing better programs, and then the opportunity for our guys to qualify a spot for the national tournament. We wrestled from November till March, and all those matches truly matter to us, but the matches that happen in March at the MAC championships and at the NCAA championships really are the matches that are remembered by the kids wrestling, the coaches, and the fans and alumni. So just a bigger and better opportunity for our student athletes to compete against better competition and compete on a higher stage. A lot of times these MAC matches are on ESPN or are televised more than our previous conference. So just more media exposure overall. And we look forward to building on that momentum. We have 7 MAC place winners returning next year, and 6 of those guys are underclassmen. And then the most exciting news we just got today was that Cleveland will be hosting the national tournament in 2026. So we have 5 years to continue getting better. Some of these freshmen on our team right now, because of the waiver, they could possibly wrestle in that event in 2026. But just excited about Cleveland and all the great wrestling in Northeast Ohio, and just build our program back to one of the best programs, not only in the state, but in the country in the next couple of years.
That's awesome. Thank you, Coach. And finally, Coach Voss. So your team is heavily involved in the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, especially Senior Hallie Shane, who serves as the president. So talk about the importance of being involved with not only the athletic department, but also the university on a larger scale outside of volleyball.
I mean, Hallie, Lindsay, and Hannah, they're just tremendous people, and they represent our team so well, but also the university. Things that they are working on in SAC, they certainly help within our own team. And I believe vice versa. A lot of things that we have tried to teach them about being leaders and doing things, not only to help themselves, but also their teammates, also go through to SAC and through the university, trying to build bridges, trying to do things, trying to be great teammates, not only within the volleyball program, but also within SAC and other athletes, and also the other students and faculty and staff on campus.
Awesome. Well, Coach, and I know that you are one of the coaches on the newly created Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. So I'm sure, it's very much appreciated, you and your team's leadership on campus. I got the producer in my ear saying we got time for one more quick question. So again, we'll go around the horn about, what's your favorite restaurant here in the city? And we'll start with Coach Williams again.
Oh man, It's got to be Chicago's. My parents are from Birmingham, Alabama. Soul food has my heart, man. It's got to be Chicago's. First restaurant I came to when I first moved here, because it wasn't far from campus, so great for me. and and yeah, it tastes like love. It tastes like home.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. How about you, Coach Moore?
So, I mean, I think our go-to recently for for recruits has been the Masthead Brewery. Just stopping in there, getting some pizza, hanging out. So that's a good one. And then the Butcher and the Brewer downtown on 4th Street, partially owned by a wrestling guy. So always good to stop in there. They got some amazing food, amazing meats, and a lot of other great food as well. So I guess really can't go wrong with anything down on 4th Street.
Awesome. Awesome. And what about you, Coach Voss?
I really, for economics, I love Barrio. I love Slyman's. If you have an anniversary date with your wife, the Marble Room is a great choice. It's a fantastic steakhouse. So
All good to know. I'm asking this question because I'm a newlywed and my favorite restaurant is Chipotle. So my wife, I got to find some more places. So I appreciate you guys answering that question. Unfortunately, though, that's all the time that we have for this group. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. It was great.